What's going on, guys? Clifton Denny with On Your Own Outdoors. Hey guys, it's summertime, so you know what that means. It's time to knock out some reviews. So today we're here to talk about some safety harnesses. Over in this hand, we've got the HSS Hunter Safety System Hybrid, and then over in this hand, we have the Muddy Magnum Elite harness. So as you can tell, one reason I wanted to do this is we've got just your basic standard harness on this side, and then over here you've got one that's kind of a best harness mix. If you're interested in some safety harness videos, you can go back. I did a couple last year, and these are just two new ones that we're gonna do here today. So to start off with, I gotta give Muddy kind of props right here. So this is a one size fits most, so I'm interested to put it on to see how much extra dangling you have or how tight it is. And then this one over here comes in multiple sizes. This one is a small medium. I'm a 32-inch waist and 5'11". So one thing about these, if you do go with the Hunter Safety System harness, is remember that it does run a little big. So if you're that kind of middle weight class kind of guy, you probably want to go with that small medium and so on and so forth. Just remember this one runs a little big, this one's way more adjustable. So what we're going to do today, guys, we're going to bust both of these out. We're going to talk about the comfort of each, where the strap comes across the back, my pros and my cons about them. So let's stop talking about them. Let's get these things opened up. All right, guys, so the one we're going to start with is the Muddy Magnum Elite harness. It is, as you can see here, your more traditional, just kind of basic harness. The one difference is from like the really cheap ones is it does have some padding up here in the shoulders. It's got some padding in the back, and then even its waistband's got a little padding. One plus side about this one is I pulled it out. It's just like this. It is super simple to put on. You're going to undo the clip up front, throw it on like a backpack. I prefer to kind of go ahead and strap the top, get it kind of snug over here on the sides. So one thing that Muddy upgraded on this that I really do appreciate is I call them gator clips, but I like these little clip systems. Another big deal, if you watch some of my Muddy videos, I kind of beat them up on their little clip system because it was straight metal to metal. Now where it clips in at right there is actually got some rubber material on it, so you don't get that clanging and tanging. That is a big upgrade from the last one that I put on there. So we're gonna go ahead, run that one around your leg, come up, clip it. Same thing with the other side. Go around, come up, clip it, and your end is super simple, super easy to use. You got your tether off of the back of it. It does have the shock absorbing breakaways here. I like to see that in a harness, and the only reason is none of us plan to fall, but if you do fall, you want something that's going to kind of guide you down rather than just that extreme hard jerk. So what happens with these things is as you go down, they're going to break away piece by piece, and it's going to kind of do right out of the gate. If you can see here down here on the bottom, another thing that I do like is the way that they designed this with these little sliders is that you're never going to have a tag line just dangling. So there's plenty of play in this. Your hookups are the exact same, so you have the option here on the front. You've got a loop on both sides, so if you wanted to use this with your lineman's rope around the tree so you can climb with it, you're going to have that. You've got this off the bag of it, just like your traditional safety harnesses. So the next thing we're going to talk about is what this thing comes with. So number one, again, it's 1.5 pounds. So if you're wanting something that's extremely lightweight, extremely easy to use, and not going to break the bank, check out the Muddy Elite harness. It is a minimalist safety harness. There's not a lot to it. So it does come with your tree strap, and it does come with your lineman's belt. It also, guys, does come with the relief strap here. So if you do fall out of a tree, you can take this dude, undo it, that comes out, make you a loop in it. You can stand up in it to take the pressure off of your growing area while you're dangling, waiting on somebody to come get you, pulling your phone out your pocket, calling somebody. Now what we're going to talk about is the Hunter Safety System harness. We're going to move over to it now, and it is for the opposite guy. It's for the guy that wants a place, so he's got some dump pouches and stuff like that where he is doubling up. So he's got a safety harness on, and he's got pockets and room and availability to be able to store some stuff. So let's move over to that thing now. All right, guys, we got the HHS system on now, and let me tell you, this is a complete different beast. And for once ever that you're going to hear me on this is not a minimalist style safety harness, and I'm going to tell you right now, this thing is super comfortable. So the problem that I've had with these style of vests in the past is that it comes up real high up on your neck, and you're always getting that rub. If you can see that there, that's not a problem with this, and we're fixing to go through everything that this thing comes with. So just like the other harness that you seen just a second ago, this one also comes with your tree strap. So you've got that availability on there as well. Over on the back side of this, not only is this a pressure relief if you do find yourself where you fall out of the tree so you can make a loop in it, it's also connected down here on the bottom so you can use it as a deer drag. Super beneficial. Again, you hear me talk about it all the time in my videos. I like it whenever you see a company that takes something extremely small and adds to it just because it's an extra little bonus feature, and this thing's got a lot of them. So as you see me here, I'm actually just kind of tucking this thing in here for the purpose of the video. But on each side, you've got two, what I would call little hand warmer pockets over here on the side. It's a super comfortable spot for them to be because you can just chill and relax. You also have two like dump pouches here on the front, and then check out the top of this. So you've got the bino straps here, super awesome, especially for you guys that want to wear the chest rigs nowadays. If you don't want to wear your chest rig with this, kind of want that one-stop shop, you're gonna have that availability. Hook your binos in with that dude right there, leave them dangling here. Over here on the inside, you've got another little strap, so if you wanted to hook like I guess your rangefinder to this, you can keep your rangefinder tucked into here. You also have a little USB port here. On this side, this thing's got everything plus the kitchen sink. This thing is bad. I'm surprised. Like I said, guys, I'm usually not a fan of the more bulky style harnesses. It's not heavy, it fits snug. As I said, guys, this is a small medium and it fits me just about right. I'm 185, 5'11". So there you go. It kind of gives you some sizing there. You do still have your little dual things here so that you can use your lineman's rope as you're going up the tree. Another deal is the breakaways on these. So on the back, you have the same thing we've seen in the other style of harness. You've got the breakaway strap there, so if you do find yourself in a situation where you tip over the edge of that stand, it's gonna pop, 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 pop on its way down so you don't get that just all of a sudden dead jerk. This thing is a bad, bad, bad little dude. There are a couple things that I do want to talk about it. So the leg straps down here, on the other one you've seen on the very end of this, they had some rubberized material there to keep it from making noise. One thing that HHS did here is that whole piece is rubberized. Get it up there so you can kind of see it. That whole end is rubberized instead of just the tip of it. I think that's a big deal, again, because you're just not making a bunch of noise. They do have the little band here so that whenever you do tighten it up, you're not going to have a bunch of straps dangling. Again, we like that because I don't have to go back behind myself with a bunch of electrical tape and wrap around those dudes to keep that stuff from dangling. If you have one of those other style harnesses where you do have those tag lines, again, guys, you can go back and watch some of my old videos. But basically what I do with those straps is I roll them, take me a piece of electrical tape, wrap around it 2 or 3 times so it holds that in a bind and you're not dangling stuff around you all the time. Up here on the belly strap, I guess I would call it, wouldn't really call it a chest strap. I don't know why, that's probably the only negative that I have about this thing right off the bat, is I don't know why they wouldn't have put the rubberized material there as well. So it is on both the leg straps, but it's not on the belly strap up here. I think for the mid-season style hunt, late season, I'm probably still not gonna wanna wear one because I want that minimalist stuff so it goes over all my heavy stuff. Early season, I want the minimalist one because it's hot, but that mid-season kind of wear, this thing's pretty awesome. So really and truly, guys, that's about all I've got. So what we're gonna do now, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this one on because it's comfortable. We're gonna talk about the pros and the minuses of each one of them. So the first one we're gonna talk about is the Muddy Magnum Elite harness. Plus size, super lightweight. Plus, super easy to use. It is user-friendly. It does not take a rocket scientist to figure out how to use this thing. Minuses. I don't like the plastic clips. That's just a me thing. I don't like them. A, they make noise. B, it's plastic. But for the price point, this thing's phenomenal. Muddy did add some padding to it. I think that's a big deal. They did add the rubberized. This is the rubberized stuff I was talking about earlier. Just the way it sets up there, it's just kind of over here on the tip, and this is kind of bulky. So adding a little bit more rubber, I think, would be a big deal. But all in all, if you're a guy that's looking for a minimalist style harness, go to Max Prairie Wings and pick one of these things up. That's where I got both of these harnesses so that I could test them out. But all in all, for a minimalist harness, this thing's fantastic. Now let's talk about the one that surprised me, which is the Hunter Safety System hybrid harness. This thing is bad. It's super comfortable. It's not real heavy. It's user-friendly. Everywhere's pretty silent on it except for this. Like I told you a while ago, probably the only negative that I had is that piece. One thing that I do like about it is most of the time, whenever you have one of these bigger harnesses on, like, you know it's there. Like I said, it rides up in the back. I didn't have that issue with either one of these harnesses, which is a big home run from the harnesses that we did last year. This thing's awesome. I think having the bino harness is a big deal, especially for the bow hunters that like to wear the chest package. This thing is a home run. And again, I picked this one up at Max Prairie Wings. So guys, that's all I really got for y'all today. That is the 2 harnesses that we're testing out. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go back to the page, hit the bell up top, because if you think that's a minimal harness, wait until you see the one that we're going to drop later in the week. It is a fraction of the size of that one. So anyways, guys, until next time, good hunting. We'll see you guys from a tree.